Hello, tribe. How the devil are you doing? I'm in pain today, but I'm not going to whinge about it. And I just feel like I need to chill out. So I'm sitting here thinking, box set, admin, already done. Mindfulness, already done. Centralized burning, already done. And I thought, fairy tarot cards. Yes, so the bedroom guru is going to be doing some fairy tarot readings today, because she's a bit bored, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm going to do a little bit of clarifying with the energy oracle cards. And I'm going to do, right, I just feel doing something a bit different today, right? You can't read into my bed, don't you just love it? Don't you just love it? Look at me. I don't care. Right, I'm going to do intuition. I'm going to go on visions today. All right, so I'm only going to lay 3 cards. You're going to pick 1, 2, 3. You've already picked it, right? And I'm going to pick just 3 cards, and I'm going to work more on intuition than anything else, okay? Got no clue what's going to come up. This is what you do when you're bored with me and your Nikki Allen. I'm just saying. I haven't got ME. I'm not having it anymore. I'm doing RTT at the moment. Marissa Pia, look her up. Amazing. Luckily, one of my friends is an RTT therapist. So I'm not going to have any of this negative speak anymore. No, I'm not. I'm not in pain. I'm being kind to myself. And do you know what this new bed is? This is how kind I'm being to myself. This new bed is not only higher because my back can't handle getting out of bed, right? It's not only higher, it's not only firmer and fantastic. It's not only an ottoman bed, but it's got a TV in the baseboard. It's surround sound. See, this is what I save up for, babies. This is what I save up for. I don't do all that old pants, you know. That old spending rubbish. I do it all for me and the benefits of what I am. So after this, right, I'm going to have a cup of tea and I must just watch, you know, an episode of True Bloods at my bed and not feel guilty about it. That's how you rock it, girlfriends and boyfriends. That's how you rock it. Okay, number 1. So let's have a little look and see what's going on for you. This is interesting. It's going to be an interesting challenge with just 3 cards. You're going to have to bear with me a bit longer on this one. Okay, this one, number 1, this refers to work environment, right? And I don't know if someone particularly at the moment, and I know this is just like, wow, that's just for one person or a group of people, but it's like care or nursing involved here as well with some people. Cancer, Pisces and Scorpio, the moon's coming up here. One is trust your intuition with this. And don't allow illusions to interfere with what's going on. You need to find the truth of a matter, right? So in a work, this feels like a work environment, all right? Look at the truth of what's going on. If you feel like you're being done out of money, or you feel like you're not being treated fairly, or you're not being heard, then it's most probably right. Your subconscious is obviously making you feel that, okay? It also refers to perhaps you pretending everything's okay, you know, and yet there are people at work that are not got your corner. and that you're kind of trying to live in this illusion because you can't be dealing with the truth of it. So this is about using your intuition, and obviously it's a water card, you know, with Cancers, Pisces and Scorpio. You're a very intuitive person, and perhaps looking very much into your emotions at the moment to see if it's worth carrying on with this. Okay. Also, with this card, you could also be thinking about changing work. Sorry, that's hurting my ribs and my back to hold it up. Ow. Okay, so you could be thinking about changing a work environment and going out on your own. You could be thinking about pulling back from a partnership and going out on your own, or you could even be thinking about coming away from like a corporate event and working with a partner. All I'm seeing is that you're seeing the truth of where you really are. And as usual, because I'm totally non-professional, I've left my phone blinging and I'm just about to turn it off. However, you still do get the backup of me snoring. Yes, you do. And when I narrate my book, you'll also hear her snoring in the background. I've already done about a quarter of the book, and guess who's snoring in the background? Just to add to the atmosphere, darlings. So this is about you very much having trust to go forward and look out for yourself. However, do it carefully. You've got the nine of spring here, which is the nine of... Let me get my head around the fairy tarot wands, okay? And so this is very much about protecting everything that's dear to you and standing your ground and defending yourself, okay? So make sure that, you know, if you're going to exit a long-term job or you're going to change what you're doing, make sure that you're covered legally, make sure you're not going to lose out on it. You know, pension protection, it's all about protecting yourself. And also perhaps you want to raise concerns about the work environment. This is all about speaking your truth. So this is about people that want to implement change for money, work purposes, all right? And it feels to me like, yes, you should go forward and do this, because you've now got the Nine of Autumns, which is the Nine of Pentacles in general tarot, okay? And this is about reaping the rewards of your harvest. This is about, you know, your hard work pays off. It's also about you've taken the leap in a different way. You perhaps learnt something new. You perhaps been studying while you've been at work doing something else. But now you're ready to, you know, implement what you've studied into a work environment. And you're going to reap the rewards of like being in a being in a retired... So, oh, it's come out... Right, okay, hang on a minute. It's that you're going to... like self-employment's going to work well. Also, if you're thinking of semi-retiring, I didn't even think I was going to say that, but it's come out. How freaky is that? Don't you just love it? If you're thinking of doing semi-retirement, then this feels like a thumbs up for you to go forward and do that. I've got a feeling that you really need to start looking at your own self-happiness, your own self-worth, and operate a bit of self-love. Don't be a slave to rules of work and labour. You really need to look at what makes you happy. Because normally when you take a dive into something different and trust the universe can look after you, then you do get this money or opportunities or little jobs turn up where you think, bloody hell. It's just trusting the process, I'm telling you. And it is bloody hard to trust it, but I cannot not trust it now because of my experience through my 5-year journey. And so, I just trust it implicitly. I trust it implicitly. I really do. And you need to make these changes for your own happiness, because it's all well and good saying, oh yeah, but it's safe, it's secure, and I'm getting my money in. But are you miserable? Jesus, this incarnation is quite short. You know, so get out and do what you're supposed to do. And if your health is saying don't do this, don't do it. Cut your hours. Whatever the shift is that you're having to do or wanting to do in a work, money-related environment, this is saying do it. Do it. And you'll be amazed what opportunities come up that will reward your bravery. That didn't come out of my head either. That's someone else telling me that. Is there any clarifiers you want? You're getting headaches. Some of you are getting headaches. You're getting problems with your teeth. My teeth are hurting. I'm getting anxiety. I'm feeling a bit panicky. Don't do it to yourselves. Let it go. Find another job. Go and do what you've always wanted to do. You know, I felt that when my pain goes and I'm more reliable I'm so going to volunteer at an animal shelter. Oh my God, it's one thing I've always wanted to do. I did want to do the RNLI as well, but I don't think I'm fit enough to do that. A bit too old. Perhaps I could go in there and do the admin though. I want to do voluntary work. I want to work with animals. I really do. I know that's nothing to do with money, but I don't know. I just want to, you know, perhaps you've got time on your hands. And the reason why that thought process has come up is because perhaps you should go and do a charitable thing, just to go and do something for the greater good. You know, if you don't need the money, or you're semi-retired and you want to bring some more positive elements into your life, go down the local dog shelter. Sit with them, cuddle them, take them for walks, give them Reiki healing, whatever it is. Take up Reiki healing. Just have a think about what makes you happy and start bloody going for it, okay? See, this is like the contract card. This is like justice, Libra. So this is saying whatever you're going to change, whatever you're going to go for it. You could even be going through litigation or making a complaint against the work people you're with. You could be off sick, or you could be, you know, away from work at the moment because a decision's being made on a tribunal. But this is saying, and it always does, it'll work out for you. Tell me about the contract, please. It will work out for you. If there's any court proceedings, or is there anything that you're going through in that respect, and that's why your work's changing, it's going to be okay, all right, because the justice card has come up. This could even refer to divorce as well. You know, you could be able to get a job or change your work environment, money environment because of divorce. Whatever the situation, you've got a thumbs up because you've got the nine of Pentacles coming up there. So it's going to be okay. You've got to hang on in there. August, September time is going to be a really good time for you to look back and think, thank Christ that's all over. All right, so hang on in there. Oh my God, see? Oh my God, I told you! I bloody told you! Major Arcana, the Sun. The Sun is that you've got everything you could possibly aspire to, okay? It's basically saying whatever you're going through now, you are so going to go in the right direction by making that change. You're going to feel so abundant. You're going to literally ooze with happiness, contentment, and abundance, and money, and family happiness. Everything you could aspire to. This is the most positive card in the deck, right? It's because I said, right, what's going to come with this? What's going to happen? You've got it in the bag, number ones. So have the faith to make these changes or endure the change you're going through. Because I'm telling you now, this happened for a reason. Or it's happening for a reason. This subconscious feeling of, why do I feel like I've got to change this or do that? It's because this is going to be your ultimate outcome when you're going to be really happy. You'll be so happy that you're going to ooze it out and everybody else is going to go, God, I'm so jealous. Go for it. How brilliant is that? Oh my God, that's so good. I love my bloody cards. I love them. 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 So that's you, number ones. Have no fear. Nikki is here with her cards. That's really pants, isn't it? Sorry. Number twos, number twos, number twos, number twos. What's going to happen for number twos? Well, that sounded a bit Welsh then, didn't it? What's going to happen? Terrible. I love doing accents, but I'm rubbish at them. After I've had a drink, right, which is very rare, but if I do, sometimes I start doing Irish accents. Don't ask me why. Anybody who knows me will laugh at that. Oh my God, just thrown 3 out. Just throw 3 out. How just oh my God, it's just so random. I know, but I look at that butterfly and my God, I love these cards. This is great. I'm loving my day in bed today. I'm loving it, even though my back's a bitch. Oh, my ribs, flipping hell. Anywho, let's have a little look for your number twos, shall we? Shall we? Yes. Oh, yes. Queen of Swords. Hangman. Oh my God. Oh my God. All these cards are completely related to each other. How freaky is that? First 3 fall out, and I was only doing 3-card reading, and then they all relate to each other in complete synchronicity. What the hell? So first of all, you've got the Queen of Winter, right? Look at her. This always reminds me of, do you know Lion the Witch in the Wardrobe? right? Do you know the Ice Queen or Snow Queen? Do you know when I think she first meets, I can't remember, Lucy or ever. Look, is it Lucy? I can't bloody remember. Who goes through the wardrobe first? Oh my God. Anyway, it always reminds me of that, of Narnia. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you're going to think I've lost the plot. Favourite ever book I read as a kid. And I honestly wish to God that animals ruled the kingdom and that humans would just ruled by them. Love that. Talking animals and all the rest of it. Anyway, Queen of Swords. She can be strong in many different situations. However, for me, with the cards this relates to, this is you needing to start kicking your ass around a bit more, right? You need to get up and start standing up for yourself and start putting people in their place. It feels to me like you're either allowing people to tell you what you should and shouldn't be doing. You could be in a marriage or relationship where you're being controlled. You could be trying to people please everybody around you and not own what you actually want in your life. But this seems like this, you know, it could be anything. It could be relationships. It could be your own personal happiness. It could be you know, you're stopping yourself. You're procrastinating on getting what you want out of your life because you're allowing people to overwhelm you emotionally. This card, she kicks ass, the Queen of Swords, right? The Queen of Winter. She basically takes all the emotion out of everything and she literally just kicks ass and gets on with it. This always reminds me of a card that relates to single women or men, or, you know, you've just gone through a divorce and you're starting your life again. You're thinking, right, I'm not going to allow myself to get emotionally connected with things. I'm just going to do things what I need to do. Obviously, this could be in a work environment as well, but the way the cards are going, I feel this is more emotional, relationship, or getting yourself back on track again. It's picking your big and girl boy pants up and getting there and sorting it out, all right? Nothing is going to come to you if you just sit back on your ass and feel sorry for yourself. I'm going to be tough on this one, bit of tough love, all right? You need to start saying, right, this is what I want to aim for and this is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to let people talk me out of it. I'm not going to allow people to say what I can and can't do. I need to cut the people out from my life who make me feel negative, weak, or are controlling me, and I need to move forward in my own direction, taking all this emotion and doubt and fear and ego out of it and just going for what I want. This is all about going for what you want, number twos, okay? But at the moment you could be being a bit lapsadaisical, and the reason why is because you've got Awakening card, which in the major tarot is the Hangman, okay? And with this card, you're basically, there's different meanings again for this card, but it feels like there's self-sacrifice of you sitting, allowing people around. This is about people around you, I feel. What are you doing? Allowing them to tell you what you can and can't do. You know, perhaps you're going around to people, perhaps you're caring for a person, going around to see your mum or your dad or your, I don't know, and they're just being resentful and being shitty and critical. Whatever the situation is, stop taking their BS. Start living your own life. I feel that the Hangman definition, for you is, because it has got lots of meanings, is you really need to relook at your situation. I think that you need to take a step back and look at the reality of what's going on and change your perspective on the situation, right? So for instance, I'm just giving you a complete, sorry, I can't hold it that way. I'm just giving you a complete scenario, right, that's just come to me. Just say, for instance, you're with an alcoholic, right? Just say, for instance, because most empaths are with people with addictions. That's another story in another video that I've already done. But just say you're with an alcoholic and you say, oh no, but I have to be there for him or her because she needs my help or he needs my help. You know, they're never going to make it, and I'm obviously it's part of my path to be here and care for them, blah, 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 blah. I don't think so. Look at it, think, right, I've been with them for 10 years, they've done nothing to help themselves, they haven't gone to AA, they sit there and I'm allowing them to continue their abuse and their addiction, and I really need to sort my shit out, and I need to go and see a divorce lawyer, I need to make sure I've got enough pennies in the bank, and I need to make an exit and say, I can't carry you anymore, I'm off. Do you see what I mean? So it's a bit of an extreme version, but then perhaps one of you might be sitting there right now thinking, holy shit, my partner is an alcoholic and I need to go. You know, so this is about really looking at the perspective and cutting past the rubbish that is there to make you feel like you're safe. You're finding excuses to stay in a given situation because it's better than change. Do you know what I mean? So, oh, I'm happy because, no, you're not really. You're just saying that because you're too scared to actually look at the change of a situation. So you create all of these blindfolded rubbish out of fear that you might have to change it if you really do realise the shit you're in. Does that make sense? I say it's so bloody down to earth, don't I? But sod it. It's, you know, all this convoluting rubbish. I'm just telling you how it is. And I'm just saying that you really need to look at your situation. If you're finding yourself unhappy, unfulfilled, you feel like you're being controlled, you feel like you're being told, you know, your life's been written out for you and you haven't got much choice in it, then no, you need to step back and look at the reality of your situation, whether through counselling, through a trusted friend, or just sitting with yourself and realising things need to change, okay? And you need to get a bit more tougher and take all the emotion out of it. And then, you know, there you go. This is the most amazing bit. I love looking at these cards. Look at that. This is a 7 of Cups, the 7 of Summer, right? And this is about options being made available to you. Now, again, this means various different things, but from intuitively, I'm going to go with the fact that you, again, are pretending that you don't have options because you fear change. All right, so it's pretending that you've got nowhere to go, that you can't really do it, and blah blah blah. Well, you can really. If you sit down and implement a plan, you can do anything you want in life, but you're holding back through fear of change or fear of doing things that you feel you might fail or fall back on. Okay, this is not the time to fear that. It's time to grasp everything by the nettle and go for it. Okay, grasp the nettle. So stop procrastinating, stop putting it off. And I actually think it says it on the card. Oh my God, it actually says it on the card. No more procrastinating. No. Your power comes from making a decision. You couldn't make these cards up, could you? Because they're all relating to the same thing. Stop delaying things through fear. Move forwards. And just, there's very much these cards today. The theme seems to be about moving you forward. The first one was about a work, money environment. And this one I feel is more emotional. Okay, because you've got the Cups, which is another water sign. You've got the Swords, which are saying, you know, they're basically the air signs saying that you need to just go for what you want. You need to go for creativity and what you want out of life, expression, getting rid of emotional problems. And this is all about that. Emotional cards, these are. Happiness isn't just going to come and find you. You have to believe you deserve it so you can attract it from the universe, and you have to make a few small changes to show that you're invested in wanting a happier life. Okay, so if you're with someone you're not happy with, you really need to think about it, or whatever the situation is. It could be something, you know, or a friend keeps telling you who you are and putting you down. Just look at the people around you, and if anybody makes you feel like you second guess yourself or puts you down, they need to go. I did a massive culling a couple of years ago. I've had enough of people talking to me like shit and having to put up with their crap. No, it's quite redeeming. It's very exhilarating, and then you attract lovely people to yourself. My throat's going now, so I have to stop in a minute. Or before I've done number 3s. This means many different things, but to me, I read this. It's a major arcana. You have the world at your feet. This implements travel, change, coming round to a new season where you can invest everything you possibly can in your own self-happiness. It's there for the taking. You've just got to have the courage to grab it. See? Always makes sense, my little babies. My tribe. My ever-growing tribe. Just don't forget to share these videos. The more views, the better. Let's reach as many people as possible. No. It's so weird. When you get to work with your cards, you get used to them. You know straight away, you feel them. You know. So incredible, the power of these when you've, connected them in to your energy, which I've showed you what to do in a previous video. Well, you two want to come out. They want to come out. They're flipped again. And they are 7 and 8, which is incredible. Okay, Jesus, oh my God, it's just, you can't make it up. You can't make it up. Indecision. It's like the Two of Swords. You can't make it up. Indecision. It's so full of indecision about whether you should choose happiness or whether you should just like stay along for the ride and everything's easier. Don't be a plum to yourself. You're just going to make yourself miserable. Eventually, something will happen where you're going to have to break whatever this is that's making you sad anyway. And all you're going to do is just spend longer time in your life being miserable. So just cut your losses and go for it. Now this is another sword card, really. I know that it's like it's very different, but it's a sword card. It's another sword card. Stop allowing yourself to be indecisive. Stop sitting there doing nothing and self-sacrificing and being in a shit situation. Look at the reality and make the change. Community. Seek advice from your friends and your loved ones. Seek the people that are like-minded with you. Okay, this is also a spiritual card. If you're spiritually minded, seek advice from your spiritualist centre or church. Seek advice from a well-esteemed medium. Spend time with the people that serve you. This card also refers to cutting out people that do not fulfill your needs, your happiness, that they second guess on. Oh my God, I can't reiterate enough. All these cards mean exactly the same thing. Cut the people out of your life that make you feel shite. Know that you will win out in the end. And you'll have the world at your feet. Get rid of these people, number 2. They serve you nothing but misery, heartache and sacrifice, and stop martyring yourself. Come on. Enough. That's my bossy bit. Okay, that's number 2. So I just need to stretch my leg out. Ow. So you can either sit in misery and say, I'm in agony, I'm in pain, I can't do anything today. Or you can have fun and do things like this. Perhaps you can't do readings to people on YouTube, but you can find other ways to keep yourself busy. Or just watch my videos if you've got a pain day. There are ways and means to deal with the crap in your life. Mindfulness, staying positive. I've got ylang ylang and bergamot burning. Oh, hello. Ooh. You're making a decision about a relationship, number 3. Oh, judgment card with lovers. Oh, I'm glad we got a bit of love in the sitch. Don't you? Glad we got a bit of love. Tell me. Oh! I love it. I know where I'm going, but I just want to check. Oh, I need to stretch this leg out as well. Right, there's 2 things that I want to say here to do with these cards. First of all, you have balance, okay, which is temperance in the other cards. Basically, this is about that you're taking time out and you're reevaluating everything that's happened in your life. You're a bit kind to yourself. I think this might be on the dodgy little doodah. Is that straight up? Okay, so you're taking time out and you're regathering yourself. Okay, you're regathering yourself. You may be also thinking about spiritually implementing stuff from, like, you know, that arena, as well as sorting out practical things in your life. Also, this could be regathering yourself from health or an accident or an operation. All right, I can see healing and health stuff coming in here. All right. Also, the lovers can also relate to returning to health. So, if you are watching this and you've got an illness, or you've been ill, or you've broken your leg, or you've had an operation, or you know you're recuperating, take time to think about your way forward once you return to health. This card is saying you are going to get there. So have the faith to know that, okay, that you will get there eventually. Try holistic things, try everything you can. Everything, you know, at the end of the day, I am a strong believer in, if it's in your mind and it's positive, your body will react. Okay, if you tell your body it will get well, it will. I don't know, still know why I've got it. I mean, I don't know, it's because I'm a pioneer and an advocate for it. I don't know, but all I do know is I'm the happiest I've ever been. And to be honest with you, I would much rather be happy, contented, and have really good mental health than the other way round. Because mental health, I think, you know, you can do things to alleviate pain, you can do things to alleviate fatigue, but you can't do anything to change mental health. If it's there and it's haunting you and renting your head, it's very difficult to try and get your head around it. Does that make sense? And so I do know that, but at least I know that no matter what my day is, I'm happy, contented, and will always find a positive in the day and what I can do with myself to make it a good day. You know? So bear that in mind. Don't know why I just said all that, but I did for a reason. However, this also, I feel, because of the cards that connect to it, it's always the cards that connect to given cards that you know what subject matter you're going along. And as soon as I've got the time to do the tarot course, you'll understand this. So this is connected to the Lovers, okay? And this feels like future environment for me. So what I'm seeing here is that you may have just been in a massive recovery from a heartbreak or a breakup, okay? And you're gathering your senses, you're gathering your strengths, you're gathering your people. You could even be in a situation where you've had a messy divorce and like who's friends with who, and you might have to restart your social life. Because it's funny, isn't it? If you are married, then you kind of end up having couples as friends, and then when you're single, you have single friends. But if you go from if you go from couples to single, you're like, you need to start finding some single friends now because I don't want to be in couples, or they might be on their side. Do you know what I mean? All that old crap. And you sometimes feel about the third wheel, didn't you? Even though you love these people, you go around and you're thinking, I really need some single friends. So this is about you reevaluating, being kind to yourself, looking within and thinking, what is going to take me forward that's going to make me feel complete, okay? The good news is as well, is that you may be also healing so much that you are ready for a new relationship. For some of you, the relationship is closer than others. I've just had, Gemini. Is Gemini Lovers? Must be. I've just psychically been told that. Oh, Gemini. Or a Gemini is coming in on your path, or you're a Gemini. Okay, yes, I do believe Gemini connects with the Two of Cups or the Lovers. Someone's talking to me. I love it. It's Catherine. Bugger me. I haven't spoke to her for ages. Catherine, if you've read my book, You Must Have an Eye Diary of a Psychic, or watch some of my videos on my guides. Catherine helps with intuition. I was rubbish at doing psychic readings and reading people. She come along and she was like a healer and a herbalist and a prophet, but she was seen as a witch, but luckily she escaped the Inquisitions. And she's in here. Oh, darling, she's so calm and beautiful. Black cloak on. And yeah, there's freedom coming for you. There's freedom coming for you. So some of you are recovering and making a decision. No, I'm not going to have a relationship for a while. I'm just going to enjoy friendships. I'm going to enjoy my life. I'm going to, enjoy my new job or enjoy what I'm doing. I'm going to make a new home. I'm going to re-nest. I'm going to create myself in a whole new being since my breakup. So this may refer to long relationships you've been in, or, say you've gone through a divorce and you suddenly find yourself in this new life and embracing it and loving it and being very kind to yourself and being very, patient with what floats your boat. Yes, and the other thing is as well is that when we are in relationships, we tend to like what other people like, especially if you are a weaker person, they're a stronger personality. And if they like watching football, you end up sitting watching football. If they like watching more films, you watch more films. If they like walking, you like walking, but really you hate it. But then I found this when I came out of my last long relationship. I sat, especially during my 5-year journey, and I found the things I like doing. It's upcycling furniture and nesting and creating beauty in my rooms of my home and liking war films. And I'm like, I never liked any of that shit before, because I actually started to discover what I liked doing. I had to be by the sea. I had to do this, I had to do that. And that was because it was like my passions coming to fruition. And this is what this is about. So there's an element of self-love there. But some of you that are waiting for a partner to come along, I feel that you're going to be open to this. Okay? as long as, this is just incredible. I'm sure this is, that's a judgment card. So this is about taking on board everything that took place in the past. Just say, for instance, you were with someone who cheated on you and he left. Now you've got to start again, right? Rather than sit there and think about how dare he, she, what are they doing now? Are they still with them? What are they going on? Just let it go. It's all been done. You said what you needed to say. Let it go. Because if you stay stuck in that past environment of who did what and who said what, you're never going to reach this situation where you could find your proper soulmate, because obviously that wasn't the right one at the time. Okay, so this is about evaluating what was done, what was said and everything else, and then thinking, yeah, fair play, processing it, processing what has been and letting it go. And if you don't let it go, you're going to stay stuck. Okay, however, because we have balance card here and because we have the lovers here, I believe that a lot of you have definitely done this. And it feels like this card is more affirming than advice, saying, well done. You've looked at everything and thought, fair play, it's all happened. I need to now concentrate on me and my happiness. Does that make sense? So this is your time to just take it easy, be kind to yourself and explore yourself and what you love. And the more that you sit in this energy of self-love and what you want to do with your life and make this new life for yourself, that's when you attract the person who's in exactly the same space that's going to make your world pop. Happy days. Okay? So be patient. It's like, do you know when, you know, one of the given things you don't do, especially when you're older, when you go on a first date, is talk about your ex and bang on about your ex. Do you know what I mean? Nobody wants to hear that. So if you don't do that, you're going to attract the person that doesn't want to do that either. But if you want to bang on about your ex, you're going to meet someone that's also hung up on their ex. And you're just going to be in a negative spiral in going nowhere relationships. That makes sense as well. So take my word for it, darlings. Ta-da. Okay. The thinking man. So this is about taking on, there's two things that it could be doing. You'd be taking on a more spiritual aspect of your life, which would go in tow with balance, which is as above, so below. Okay, isn't that a wonderful card? Lion strength, Leo. Okay, or you could be, so look, he's got crystals there. So one, this could be that you're taking on board a spiritual class, starting meditating, start taking a tarot card, a tarot course, or thinking about implementing something like that in your life. Or you could even be thinking about taking any classes, you know, study, working towards something, building and opening, expanding your mind. Perhaps, you know, your partner stopped you or your kids stopped you from going and doing that nursing course. Perhaps they stopped you from going to do that Reiki course, whatever it is. It's now time to start thinking it's time to do this. 10, completion. It will complete you. Card amounts to 10. It will complete you. It will give you a sense of accomplishment, a sense of pride, and who knows who you'll meet and what doors will open by you taking up a course or implementing study in your life and broadening your horizons and your mind. Stimulation, intellectual stimulation, okay, is another thing if you've been considering, is now saying do it. This is really good. You should embrace this new beginning for yourself. You know, even if it's taking a bit of time to grieve it or get over it, this is a real powerful, focused way forward that you really need to go for. And whatever ideas come into your mind, whatever inspiration comes into your mind, follow it, because it's that lot. It's that lot showing you. Okay, it's too many. I've decided it's too many. Oop, and there we go. Oh my God. I told you! Oh my God! You can't make this shit up! That, basically, in this card, in the Energy Oracle cards, is that. Can you see the similarities? You've even got the same men there, apart from he looks like William Shakespeare and he looks like a bit like Dean from Supernatural. Just saying, girls. If you haven't watched it, do. Or a bit Michael Bublé-ish. It's lush, isn't it? They're exactly the same side as well, which is incredible. Okay, so again, doing this work on oneself spiritual work, intellectual work, finding your way forward on what you love and what you're passionate about in your life will bring you your soulmate. Now, there are two exactly the same cards, soulmate cards, in, I don't know how many cards these are. How much? I think these are 52 cards and these are 70 odd cards. So in over 130 cards, you've picked two exactly the same in just a 5-card draw. Just saying. Okay? So do what you're doing, number 3s, because you're just going to bring nothing but abundance and happiness into your life. And just remember, yes, we do have the Lovers card, but as I said earlier, you know, you may be looking for new friends, you know, new single friends, or or perhaps you're now looking for new couples because you're suddenly in a couples relationship. Okay, this is about embracing love around you, particularly I feel for single ladies and men that have come out of relationships. You have got that coming if you stay in this awesome energy that you find yourself in. Or it could even mean that you're going to get some really lovely friends. You're going to attract some really lovely people that are like-minded, have got the same goals and values as you. So keep going and working on yourselves and doing beautiful things, because I'm telling you now, you've got beautiful things coming. So well done, you number 3s. And that, my lovelies, is what I have for you today on the 3-card draw. Sounds like something you get on a gambling thing, isn't it? 3-card draw. So, sweethearts, I really hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for listening. And if you'd like to share this with other people, it would make me so happy. Welcome to all the new subscribers, by the way. Thank you for watching everything I do. And again, I always say, if there's anything you want me to address, then please, please, please leave it in the comments below, and I by all means will do a video to help you along and let you know exactly what my thoughts, feelings or advice or expertness is on that subject. So until next time, love you all, keep the faith and keep going. Bye now.